YouTube, you have Leonard here. Bringing guys and gals, Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. We're here, we are live, episode number 20. What is up? What is good? We're going to hop right into the episode. Or your Nintendo and Xbox. Man, you gotta get on the Sony look. Get on the Sony stuff, man. Sony's where it's at. But I do like my Xbox games. But anyway, I don't have much to add in terms of like last episode. I feel like we spent enough time analyzing everything, the clocks, etc., which is fun. But essentially, if I could surmise last week's episode, it's number one, Osanai and Jougorou, the beginnings, and Osanai just checking Jougorou left and right, and Jougoro's just like, I don't know how to respond to this. I think she is, yeah. She just commented. And then on top of that, the fact that Jougoro's life is literally just like, I don't know. I worry for Jougorou. I'm sus of the nurse. I'm sus of everybody, quite frankly. Even the janitor looked like he messed up, like he was supposed to do something. Like he was supposed to clean the orange, and he didn't. And he was like, oh, dang, I'm in trouble. Oh, no, I didn't clean up. A lot of things are very suspicious right now. And I'm sussing the whole hospital, specifically sussing the nurse because she seems the most obvious. Then again, it's Shoshimin, so who knows? Then again, the last time there was a very sus character, was it Hino, whatever his name was? Urino's friend. I didn't suss him clearly hard enough. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's get Sarah, we see you. James being a hater, clearly. I kid, of course. But anyway, let's begin. Smash that like button, everyone. Is greatly appreciated. And let's see what's going to happen. I'm assuming... Oh, one last thing. I always say I'm going to be short, and I'm not short. Osanai, the whole thing of Osanai, again, I've summarized it that essentially Osanai is not able to see Jougorou physically awake. I 100% believe that she is inside the hospital room. She's gone inside. Perhaps she's not trying to raise suspicion, but every time she goes in there, Jougoro's completely knocked out. And she's probably being fed misinformation among other stuff. But anyway, here it is. Let's hop into this. We're going to begin. We're going to start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I failed. Dang. You know what? I thought it was my timer. It wasn't my timer this time. I just failed. Hold up. Redoing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wasted a good performance of my timer. Do 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 do. I'm gonna miss this. To be fair, I am Team Sony, but I do admit that I'm kind of a fraud at the same time. I'm not a fraud for the Xbox, because I don't own an Xbox. I own a PC and I use Steam. But getting the Nintendo Switch, you could argue, yes, it is fraudulent behavior on my part. But I only use the Switch, really, for, like, group parties, like, when I have friends over, because it's easy. So I think that excuses my fraudulent behavior, at least a little bit. Yeah, James is making enemies. James is attacking everyone who's non-Sony. I just tend to agree, so, you know. I won't be turning on James, and I tend to agree. Sony... I've always been Team Sony. I just have. From PlayStation to PS2 to PS3, I've owned everything except for a PS4. Because I got mad that everything was getting so expensive, and I refused to buy a PS4. Or really any system ever again after that. And then I bought a Switch and a PS5, so I'm clearly a fraud. Alright, let's see what's happening. Subtitles. Oh, Suzaku! Mizuo! His food does not look good, by the way. My PC's doing good now. PC's fine. We're doing much better. Back to the notebook. Hisaku-kun was walking with someone. And now we're back to the past. Ah, Osanai. Is Osanai just like watching this? Hey, I'm telling you, the nurse is super sus. Osanai just chilling on the other side. I bet, and I keep saying this. Yeah, her face was just like, ugh. I'm still betting that he has a girlfriend secretly and is not telling anybody. And maybe because obviously as like the team's top player, maybe he's not supposed to have a girlfriend, be in a relationship, etc. Hmm. Nope. Bro, don't pay attention. Is it a girl? Aha! I told you guys! I told you guys! He's definitely hiding that relationship. Maybe. Got him. Dang, why you gotta press? Well, stop pressuring this poor boy. Here it comes. What is shit? Yo, what was that? Maybe he has two girlfriends. Okay, so maybe it's not the girlfriend then. Maybe he has two girlfriends. But I was right that he had a girlfriend. I'll still take my W. Charm from where? Osanai. Osanai just like, bro, speak up. Hey. From UK. Hey, UK, Gerald, what's good? Enjoy your time in the UK. One of my favorite places. Yeah, put me over there. Put me next to my accomplice. I'm telling you, it's possible he's two-timing. It's possible. That's why he's trying to keep it a secret. Like, who else would he get the charm from? Who else would give you a charm? Jougorou, a box? Again from Osanai? See, he knocked out and again it's dark now. There hasn't been a single appearance by Zero in the past 3 years. Wait, what? Would that mean that he just never plays anymore? Hey, take care, Joe. We're trying to investigate whether or not this boy is even still alive, by the way. But 3 years with data is probably all the way back to, I guess, this time period. What happened? At least he's moving now. That is true, Sarah. It could be a childhood friend. That's fair. Or a relative. I will say that the two timing is the more interesting theory. Mm-hmm. Why do you look so suspicious? Why don't you want him outside the hospital so badly? He's still on the premises. On the 5th day of chocolate. Yep. Because if I recall correctly, Kengo was the one who alerted Jogo to the fact that the boy may have been dead. Or may have killed himself. Oh, shoot, that scared me. Like, I got a name, bro. She didn't lock the wheelchair so he fell? I hate her. I hate this nurse. The nurse sucks. Bro, don't mention lock on here, man. Don't. I get him, Osanai. Get him. Dude, this beat is sweat. And Jougoro's just like, I'm just chilling. What? What was that? I was supposed to like crack his knuckles, just like, yo, man. Tell us what you know. The jig is up. It's harassment. Honestly, I would never walk this road. I would never walk this road of all these cars. And the girl. Interesting. Mommy should walk this road. But the hair's different. And then Osanai just have to be popping up. And then Osanai turned around. Wow, that is so sus! Yo! And then Osanai's like dips. Oh, shoot! Bro, you're the one who just got hit by the car. No offense to Osanai. But you know this boy. They got me. Correct. So the other person, the one who clearly did. But who's this other person? So honestly, so she runs. Was he being targeted? I would have been too. She just dipped. Nah. That's not his sister. I don't think that's his sister. But I don't think he's two timing either. Now I'm a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. Osanai literally is Arisu without the cane. I mean, that's what I thought too, but it seemed like he was genuinely concerned about her and didn't want her to get in trouble. As opposed to him being afraid for himself for two timing. So I don't know if it actually is cheating now. It's still the leading candidate, but I'm much less sure. And the hair color is? What school? Tells the school. Yeah. Honestly, if I'm Fuji dead, I'd be like, why should I do this? What if I don't want to? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. These are all good questions. Girl, answer the question. We need answers. Dang. Dang. Osanai is really trying to protect herself. No, this definitely was not an accident. We've seen this girl before. What? Wait, really? But it's true. Hmm. That smile, man. I don't trust her. Oh. It'd be low key rude. Takematsu Middle School. Also the insignia. Bro, how do you remember all this? Then it's not this. Bro, then what are you doing? Fujideo's there against his will. Yes, there was a school emblem. The insignia is the key. I can't imagine it. There we go. Kiba High School. Yo, Jougorou. Jougorou's just like, got him. Why are they dried flowers? Please water the flowers at night. Huh? Guys, this arc is really throwing me more than others ever have. I thought the fire murder, like, mystery was something. Please water the flowers at night. Is she saying that to allude to the fact that she knows that he'll be awake at night? Man, I'd be tired if my girlfriend talked to me through enigmas and stuff. It'd be so exhausting. I'd be like, can we just have a chill moment where you just tell me exactly what you're thinking? Now, granted, she probably can't because of the fact that people are watching. But still. Does anyone have anything from this episode? Because I can tell you this. We're getting closer. Which is good. But I'm still confused as to who's targeting them. We can establish that this is clearly a murder attempt. We can establish that Jougorou is currently in trouble. We can establish that it is the same person or people who were involved from 3 years ago. And we can also deduce that Hisaka is involved in some way, shape, or form. And it's possible that Hisaka might be getting blackmailed. Like, as long as Hisaka knew he was going to be targeted. Hisaka knew, like, you can't tell the identity of the girl because she'd be in danger. And then Hisaka not participating in tournaments anymore and things like that, even though it seems like he's healthy, he was supposed to make a full recovery, will suggest that he's trying to stay on low-key, or perhaps he's being threatened. But by who? I don't know. I truly don't know, guys. But anyway, that's it. That's all we got. I know what she's implying, but all I'll say is she wants him to be awake at night to talk to her. I figured that she wants him to be awake, but why awake at night to talk to her? Is she coming in at night? How is he supposed to... And that's the thing, like, clearly, like, how is he supposed to stay awake? Well, actually, then again, no, I take it back. If anything, now, Jougorou should be doing everything in his power to 100% stay awake. Which then begs the question, why is it that Jougorou can't stay awake? He's being drugged, probably. And we suspect it has to do with the water, whatever it is that's being brought to him. Because you notice how even in the beginning of the episode, when he asks for water, when he asks for something different to drink, all of a sudden the nurse is like, I don't care if it was Sarah or someone who said this, but there was a possibility that Osanai can enter there, but every time she goes, he's asleep. Like, wake him up. I agree. Is he in a state where he's absolutely unable to wake up? I don't know. If he's drugged, maybe you can wake him up. If he's drugged, maybe he's legit just out cold. It's possible. If he's drugged, I don't think you can just wake him up. I don't think this is just something as simple as he's naturally asleep. It's just like, yo, wake up. Wake up. I think he's literally been drugged where he's just like he's comatose. It's possible. I could be wrong, but it's possible. But if he's being drugged or something, waking him up will give it away that she found out. That's true. That's true. So if it's difficult to wake him up normally, going out of your way to wake him up just to speak to him would suggest that something's up. Sarah with the big brain theory. Look at that. I like the deductive reason. Honestly, my chat's better than me at this point. I'm just gonna read my chat. Clearly, I'm failing in this whole. I've done so well in understanding to some degree what's happening. I don't get it. If Jougorou was knocked out, right, and he's been knocked out using some type of a drug, the normal course is that if someone comes to visit you at the hospital and you're asleep, you'd probably just leave them sleeping. But if she's going out of her way to wake him up, and it would take probably like aggressive means to wake him up. And it's not like, hey, Jougorou, I'm here. He's not waking up. She'd have to aggressively maybe like shake him and do stuff to wake him up. That would perhaps raise suspicion, especially if the hospital is already probably suspicious of Osanai to begin with. So I think that is the problem. If she aggressively is trying to wake him up, it would suggest that perhaps that she knows he's drugged. Why would that happen though? Wouldn't it be normal for someone to wake someone up and want to talk to them? Not in the hospital, not aggressively. If you go to the hospital to see, let's say, like a family member, and you're like calling out to them, they're not waking up fine. But you're not going to go away. Especially imagine if someone was drugged. It would take a lot to wake them up. You're not going to be like, yo, get up. Or not going, yo, get up. Jougorou, get up. It'd be very aggressive. So the point being is, if that is the case, and that aggression will clearly be like, why are you so desperate to wake him up? Ah, dang, she knows. She knows. That's why she's doing all this. Because the normal person would just be like, yo, you awake? Hey, Jougorou. And then you don't want to be in the hospital. You want to be courteous on top of that. You want to go out of your way to try to wake somebody up. If they're just soundly asleep in the hospital. That's it. But anyway, guys, let me end this. I got to take a quick phone call. Like the video, subscribe is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm Larry and I'm out. Peace. Have a nice day.